to fund more than 873,000 scholarships. Keep playing and win winning, Arkansas. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Get state sales tax paid when you trade all this month at Rath Auto Resources. Just bring in your old car and make the switch to any one of our great road-ready certified pre-owned vehicles and get state sales tax paid when you trade. Our road-ready certified vehicles are inspected, reconditioned, and backed by comprehensive warranty. Combine that with our non-commissioned sales team and the nation's best lenders on standby, and you've got an award-winning, hassle-free way to get your next ride. Make the switch to road-ready certified and get state sales tax paid when you trade all this month at Rath Auto Resources. 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith.
KERX Paris Fort Smith. The Bud Light Countdown is on. Arkansas football begins in 17 days.
This hour of the Morning Rush is brought to you by Farm Credit of Western Arkansas. From farms to land, livestock, equipment, and more, Farm Credit finances it all. Learn more at myaglender.com.
Bad takes, blown leads, hot takes, your coach, your quarterback, the refs, the rankings. Everybody's got something to complain about. So turn up the radio, grab the phone, and let it fly.
Give the students credit. They do show up and fill the lower student section up generally before every game, but it's kind of sad when you look over there at halftime and most of them are gone.
Riff Mr. Holding call right in his face. Coach burned a timeout in the worst dang place. 4th and 1 and they're throwing it deep. You know what time it is. Watch out. Quarterback struggling, fans want the backup. Lose 2 straight games and they're ready to pack up. One bad Saturday, everybody wants change. By Monday morning, the caller sounds strange. By the coach, bitch the QB, he can't recruit. You gotta trust me, everybody's an expert from the driver's seat. Turn up the radio. Watch it.
Live from the Bud Light Studios, produced by Christian Johnston.
With Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft. This is the Morning Rush.
Oh, what a glorious, great day it is here on a What's Your Beef Wednesday, brought to you
What's so
by
damn good about it?
Richard's Country Meat Market.
It's going to be 115 today.
Well,
What's so good about it?
We'll start there. So I got a text from my friend this week. Happy Tuesday. We need a new AC system. I'm going to kill myself. And he's a resident in Dallas, Texas, where it is 106, 107, 109, 110 the rest of the week. Now, the backstory is he works in Cincinnati 4 days a week, basically flies out Sunday and then comes back Thursday. And
who is this again?
It's my friend Luke.
Okay, gotcha.
And his wife is a lawyer and spends a lot of the time at the firm or in court, but also is living in Dallas predominantly. So we kind of joked with him yesterday. Said, Luke, this is just your wife's beef, right? You're rarely there. You're only there like 2 days a week. No, because it's her beef, it's my beef. Having your air conditioning break in the hottest part, in the hottest time of the year, I mean, there's no greater beef than dealing with temperatures inside your own home of 85, 80 plus degrees.
You got to know a guy. You better have someone that you know that you can call at any hour of the day, and then we'll come fix your air conditioning.
Well, he apparently needs.
That's like your MVP this time of the year.
He apparently needs a new one, an overhaul, which is not going to be cheap.
$10,000.
Since I've moved here, which was I guess almost 4 years ago, I've never, knock on wood, had any AC issues.
Why would you say something like that out loud? Yeah.
Well, he lives in an apartment, so
I mean,
well, still. You don't think that apartment's going to warm up to 85 degrees without air conditioning? What?
But the turnover of most complexes, you put in a work order online, you submit it, and it's
3 weeks later.
Is that yours? Because I haven't ever really had issues.
I hadn't lived in an apartment in 25 years.
Now, that may have been 25 plus years ago, but nowadays they're pretty They're pretty up to date, the standards, because otherwise they know how quick someone can get on Google and say, this place sucks. I'm done here. I'm moving out, and affecting their business. So they're pretty quick with most places with their residents and treating them right. I'm sure we can field comments and text here on our Lewis Automotive Group hotline where someone has been robbed by their apartment complex.
What's Your Beef Wednesday, brought to you by Richard's Country Meat Market. They're celebrating the heat of summer with all the favorites you need to throw on the grill. Anyone doing late night grilling, after 7 p.m. type stuff? I'm telling you, it's so hot that that's probably the thing to do right now. At Richards, they got everything you need, from gourmet burgers to house-made sausages, fresh-cut steaks, and more. Richards Country Meat Market, just off College and Rolling Hills Drive in Fayetteville.
All right, couple texts here as we get going here on this What's Your Beef Wednesday. Gavin in Fayetteville just said, Big C, you jinxed yourself.
I probably did.
The only good news for you is you don't have to pay to fix it when it breaks down.
Yes. Brian in Prairie Grove says the Morning Rush House Band song was awesome. Good job on that, Morning Rush House Band. And then a text randomly from HR guy that says Fire Hunter at 9:02 this morning. Just off the
Maybe that should be my beef. The
Okay,
people that just
go
want
ahead.
to, no matter what Hunter does, fire him. There are people that are, no matter what the problem he solves, extending Dave Van Horn's contract. I think it's really funny that everybody's reading into Dave and Hunter aren't getting along. He didn't mention his name specifically. Well, you might be right, but you don't. I mean, you're making a wild assumption by saying.
Well,
that.
there has been a report already from Hutch that they don't get along. So people are putting 2 and 2 together. Because I asked you yesterday, do you think that was manufactured, that he did not list Hunter by name in his statement? And you said no. And it listed out the athletic administration. And I don't, there's some times where I think there's something there and other times they're not. I don't know what to make of that, to be honest. I didn't have a huge take one way or another. But I think there is some truth to the beef. But what's worse? Defending Hunter blindly with everything he does wrong, or attacking him despite some things that he's done right?
Shouldn't do either. Should give him credit when he deserves credit. You should criticize on the things that you feel like you fall short on. I just don't think people are fair anymore.
I don't think he's fake. He's pretty much going to tell you how he feels, and he's not going to pretend he likes somebody more than he does. And
I'm not sure whose job is safer, his or Cal's, but those are the safest two positions anywhere on that campus.
The athletics director?
No. Cal. What did I say? Cal and DVH.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Did I misspeak?
We were talking about
No.
Hunter.
So because he's saying DVH can say what he wants.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if he was unhappy with his boss, I think he could say he's not getting fired.
Yeah.
Nobody's firing Dave Van Horn. You talk about an uprising. You talk about firing yourself. Yeah, make that move. I mean, so if he was really disgruntled, really unhappy, first of all, you probably don't get a raise from a guy that's significant for that long a period of time if you're that cross, you're that sideways.
Riley from Lakeville wants to know what you're getting Hunter your check for Valentine's Day this February.
We've criticized him. This is my problem.
HR said
that exactly. That no matter what the guy does, it's fire him.
HR guy says you're defending Hunter till the very end, like a true company man. No,
have I defended him in any way here?
Well, you're saying that
I failed to criticize him. Oh, that was the problem. I failed to criticize him.
And that's not a criticism of me. I get where you're coming from. I think we've done a good job of being complimentary of him when he's done a good job, and ripping him when he's done something stupid.
Just last week we were talking about the lack of his appearance at the Little Rock Touchdown Club.
Well,
I think that's a mistake.
That's where it all started.
No. That was just the last helping of icing on the cake. It's not the cherry on top. And some people are not going to be satisfied till he's gone. But, to say that, we carry his water for him, I don't think is factual either.
Gavin says he's in the Hunter can do no right camp. I want him fired. And Tommy, before you ask if I have to, hold on, what is he saying? It's because I hate him. That's what he says.
But why? Because he raised your ticket prices? Because you're now parking in Greenland? I mean, why are you mad at him?
Yeah, answer that question, Gavin.
Yeah, why are you mad at him?
Matt says DVH for life as the Arkansas baseball coach.
If he was really upset with Hunter, I mean, if he chose to, he could say it without repercussion, I guess without fear of losing his job.
I got to stay on this for a sec. You think that Dave Van Horn if he was really, really mad at an AD like he was at Jeff Long.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember him publicly coming out about Jeff Long when he was employed as the AD and Dave's boss? No. Had stuff to say after
I didn't say
the
he
fact.
should. Don't mishear what I said. I didn't say he should. What I said is he could. Dave Van Horn's a professional and wouldn't go there, wouldn't do that because he's a professional. And that's not what professionally, for people that act in a professional manner, that are mature and well-behaved and can keep their emotions in check, that's not how they behave professionally. My comment was, but he could and get away with it.
Okay.
That's what I said.
That makes a little more sense. All right, Ryan at Prairie Grove. My beef is my kids bringing home sickness the first week of school. Is it Petri dish? Is that what I'm looking for?
It's not there yet. Wait till we have that first cold snap. But, and everybody's stuck inside breathing on each other. But yeah, that's just the nature, particularly with the little ones that get back and they're inside all the time and drooling on each other.
Colton's going to be sick here in the next few weeks and the coming months because just dealing with and I know his kid's been at childcare, but I feel like that all my friends, guys and girls, doesn't matter if you're the mom or the dad, and you probably dealt with this when your kiddos were going through it. The daycare, they're touching each other's toys. Some cases, they're grabbing pacifiers out of each other's mouths. There's a rule. One of my kids' daycare, they're not allowed to wear pacifiers because of how infectious they apparently are. But it's just, they're so quick to get sick. And then, obviously, you're around your kiddos, you're holding your kiddos, you bring it home, and next thing you know, mom and pops are also under the weather for the next few days.
And guess what? When your kid misses daycare because the child's sick and can't go to daycare, do they give you credit for that day off your bill? No, they do not. So there's you another beef if you're still in that stage of life. Hey, we're brought to you by the Fence Man. 782-3936 is their number. If you need a residential fence, there's never been a better time than right now. They're kind of caught up on their to-do list, and they can take on new fencing projects 3 to 4 weeks out right now. So if you'd like a new fence for this fall, whether it's a wood privacy fence, chain link, vinyl, I like the new aluminum fencing because it comes powder-coated. You got a variety of colors to pick from, and you'll never have to worry about painting it or it rotting or any of those things. Let the fence man show you all the options. 782-3936. Here's one more thing for you. Mention you heard it here on ESPN Arkansas, The Morning Rush. They'll give you up to $500 off your fencing project or 10% off your job, whichever's greater, or up to $500 when you mention you heard it here. All right, 782-3936. The Fence Man, he ain't afraid of no work.
Right, give you a setup of the show today. Coach Turner, tight ends coach here at Arkansas, is talking about team bonding. Let's get into some of the best team bonding exercises, whether you were in school, whether you're a part of a team now at work. We can talk about some of those in just a bit. Mark Few has some really positive things to say about John Calipari. You mentioned you saw Joey Crawford's induction, and they zoomed in on who?
John Calipari.
John Calipari. Ron Roberts, some updates from him on the defense. Arkansas signed another defensive back that we'll tell you about coming up in just a bit. Georgia signed a quite a partner for what they're dealing with in Athens when it comes to their football team.
A law firm?
No. Close. An insurance agency, Progressive, which I thought was funny.
High-risk car insurance?
Yeah. Yeah, and then Richard Davenport's going to be back with us at 10 a.m. this morning, so excited about that. I just received a text here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. There is a Razorback bus that is being sold, at least it looks like a Razorback bus, in Whistler, Oklahoma right now for a mere $9,800. Would that be
a Razorback bus?
Yes.
I need to see a picture. That could be a lot of things.
Think about an old transit bus, and it looks like there is a hog on the side.
Like one of the old student buses.
Mm-hmm. It's only $9,800.
You know, I've always thought one of those would make a great tailgating.
Well, you
deal,
rip up all the seats.
You take all the seats out. You put, I mean, this is like one of the ones you'd take from down there at Baum up to the football stadium type buses. I mean, you could take that, you could make that basically a motorhome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Help me on this. Not great with street directions or really geography in general. Razorback is the road that goes up by the Chancellor's house, right?
Razorback is the road that runs.
Or is that by the fraternity houses?
Razorback is the road that runs right to the west side of Razorback
That doesn't
Stadium?
help me. Is it fraternity houses or Chancellor's house?
Chancellor's house.
Okay. So my friends that have
And it runs into Maple.
Okay.
Maple turns left there. You got a four-way. And go back over to, where you could easily have an accident while they're doing jogging in the afternoon if you're not careful.
Yeah. So friends have that house at the top of the hill at the intersection of Razorback, and I think it's Sang
Okay.
or whatever.
That's past
And
Maple. You go up.
Yeah.
I didn't go to school there, and I know these things.
Yeah, not good with directions. Just stay on top of it for a second.
All right.
They did that. It's Dr. Daniel. They did that. They've had that house forever, and they did the bus thing years ago. I think it went out of commission, but I thought that was the coolest thing, having one of those old transit buses, and then on the inside, they make it like cool. They had like plush couches, and it looked nothing like the outside. It's just an old looking bus on the outside, like you just saw. But inside was awesome. You got these old tailgater units. You got all these different things. That is one of the coolest parts of a game day, whether it's in Fayetteville or anywhere else, is to seeing how much money someone will spend on their tailgating process, because they will deck out and make these different vehicles as crazy and as over the top as you've seen anywhere else. Like I've told you about the Jimmy Buffett experience. There would be people that would rent boats and pirate ships and spend $50,000 to $100,000 on one tailgate a year in Dallas, Texas, right by the Cotton Bowl at the Dos Equis Pavilion. I don't know how many Arkansans are doing that with games in Fayetteville, but I do think that's pretty cool when you see different things like that.
Yeah. So Razorback Road runs on the west side of the stadium. Stadium Drive runs on the east side of the stadium.
Stadiums.
Which side of the stadium, Ty, is the press box on?
The west side, right?
There you go.
There we go. All right.
Good
There's
Lord have mercy.
our math stuff of the day. Or
Math?
what would that go into? Geography, I guess. Whatever it is. Yeah.
Geography.
Something like that.
How about geometry?
Geometry.
There you go. Yeah, it's
Something like that.
geometry. Yeah.
Something like that. All right. We occasionally here do different team exercises across our great company. And we've done various things over the years, different meetups, different events, a retreat of some sort. I did find it interesting listening to Coach Nutt address this on Monday, kind of what he was doing when they got there at 98. And then also tight ends coach Morgan Turner talk about it as well.
I think it started in January, the second they stepped on campus. Like they got here and they went out. I don't know what they did. I think go-karts or Top Golf or something like that. And they just started going to different places together and spending time together. And then coach has done a ton for guys to meet each other and get to know each other, and guys that normally wouldn't spend time. And I think it's a big deal. And I think they realize, like, all right, the more we can know each other, better we get along, the more we can hold each other accountable, and the more able we are going to be to reach our goal.
This is the opening drive.
All right, I'm going to list off a couple of different activities, and you guys give me a yay or nay on good team building and team bonding. Bowling. Is that a good team bonding exercise?
Yes. Is there beer?
Depends.
All right. Yes.
Go-karts.
I'm not opposed to it.
Okay.
Not this time of the year. I don't want anything to do with go-karts right now.
Get your finger
But you get the
crushed.
wind in your face. and stuff.
No. I'm not too
You're out on
hot.
that?
Too hot.
Paintball?
I've never done that. I think
How
you
are
could take out
you-
some aggression.
How are you half a century old and you haven't done paintball?
Just never have.
Well, now you're not necessarily in a position where you probably need to be running over different things and stuff. You could hurt yourself.
I'm not that old, Ty.
I don't want you to come back and have a ruptured Achilles or a torn ACL
I
or
don't
something
either.
like that.
I'm with you on that. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know on paintball. It seems to me like you could take some aggression out on a coworker or two that doesn't know the difference in geography and geometry.
Yeah, you would think.
Yeah.
Escape rooms.
I like them.
I like escape rooms. I think those are maybe
But you can get in fights doing that, too.
true, but you can figure out who your leaders are as well.
Okay.
Problem solving. I like escape rooms.
Okay. Board games, charades, or anything. Is there any other team exercise that maybe watching a movie, you encourage this football team in order for them to have a banner season ahead?
Yeah,
in
remember the Titans. We just talked about
2026.
Remember the Titans earlier this week. That'd
Okay.
be a good one. Unnecessary roughness? No, probably not.
That's a little different genre.
Yeah.
Or I say genre. It's a football movie, but it's a little different. More comedy. Remember the Titans is more serious.
Yeah.
Still a good movie. Any other team bonding exercises you would
We've done
suggest?
Top Golf here. I think that's been fun. I think one, and I know this is going to sound like I'm just talking about one of our great friends and partners here, but you were on the trip where we took everybody to Gaston's and fished.
Yeah, it was open bar. It was great.
That was God almighty. But it was great to get in a boat, and we set it up where you weren't fishing with people that you worked beside every day. You got to know people that you didn't work with, and I thought, I think that's great. I think golf's a great team building exercise. But not everybody golfs. Everybody can fish. So I think Top Golf is really good because for 2 hours, even people that have never picked up a golf club had fun doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Colton says he's been here 3 years and we've never done any of those things.
Well, we did until he joined the team, and then nobody wanted to do them anymore. So I'm not sure if one has anything to do with the other, but I'll let Colton figure that out. So
I don't think he's been here. Has it been 3 years?
Well,
Man.
we've done all those other fun things we didn't invite him to, so let's not tell him about that.
Let's see. Gavin just says he's fine with him watching movies as long as it's not during halftime.
Remember that time we all went to the Miami Dolphins game?
Oh, the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, wasn't that fun? That was such a fun time. The tailgate was epic.
HR guy says from a development perspective, golf is the best team building activity. You can tell a lot about a prospective hire with their game.
Mm-hmm.
He also suggests pickleball. Ryan in Prairie Grove says they drink beer in their shop as an activity. Let's see. Robert says we need to recreate Survivor with the team and do those exercises.
We're going to vote some people off the island?
Yeah.
We're voting you off out of the station. You're out.
Matt in Fayetteville. I had been to Locomotion in 15 years. We went there as a kid all the time, but it's as he calls it, the shiz.
Yeah.
It's a good spot.
I'm afraid we did some Survivor. We'd have to have a hurt feelings report. We'd have to have a box you could find a file a hurt feelings report. All right, that's the opening drive brought to you by APAC and Standard Materials Group. 479-587-3300 is the number. With APAC, they got top quality aggregates like rock, sand, gravel, and of course, ready-mix concrete that they can work with your team, your contractor, your engineers to make sure the variables and the mix and all that stuff is done just right. We tell you there's an art to that this time of the year, particularly when it's as hot as it is. You need experts like APAC and Standard Materials Group. 479-587-3300 for APAC and Standard Materials Group.
All right, Hog Update coming up in just a bit. We reference Mark View having some great things to say about John Calipari. We'll play that when we come back. Arkansas added another player as well. We'll tell you who next.
I'm glad you're talking about Richard's Meat Market because that's my spot.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge, and when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
We've got big news from Roback. This entire week, Roback is launching its brand new collegiate collection, just in time for the fall season. And if you're an Arkansas fan, you're in luck. The Arkansas collection officially dropped, and there's plenty of inventory available. So whether you're headed to the stadium, watching from home, or just looking to upgrade your game day gear, now's the time to check out Roback's new Arkansas Collegiate Collection. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
David Bowie got more fame with his #1 hit titled Fame. John Lennon co-wrote and sounded some of the high notes. The last line in the first verse sums it up. Fame puts you there where things are hollow. John 12:43 tells us that many people rejected Jesus because they loved the fame of people more than the praise of God. Is it any wonder you get more fame by rejecting the name of Jesus. I'm Pastor Heath from Woodland. Think about it.
So I had pain in my feet for a good 20 years.
It felt like I was standing on marbles.
Something wasn't working with my feet. Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
If your feet aren't comfortable, the rest of the body suffers.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
You put in the arch supports. To me, it was almost miraculous.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
I can run, I can walk. This is not something that you could solve online.
Reclaim the good life with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
I got one question for you. What are those?
It's cute. I wish I could get it, but...
And how much you pay for that taco?
Hey, yo, you know this, boy. He's got his free taco.
Big old slab. C'est bon, sacale.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappie.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Football is back, and whether you've been betting for years or you're just looking to put a little action on the games, MyBookie is where I'm playing this year. Find a play you like and take a shot. You can find the action you want and bet it wherever you are when the game kicks off. And if you're new to the club, the Bet Back bonus gives you protection on your first play. Sign up with my promo code HOGS. Opt into the Bet Back bonus and take your first shot with a safety net. If your first wager loses, you'll get it right back. Bet on anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Must opt in to use the Bet Back bonus.
Tommy Kraft here.
Take it from number 6. Buckle up, Arkansas.
A message from the Arkansas State Police Highway Safety Office.
Progressive knows you've got plenty of things to worry about.
What time does the kids' practice end? How long has that check engine light been on? Are takeout containers microwave safe?
So the last thing you should have to worry about is what to do if something unexpected happens on the road. That's why if you're ever in a major accident, Progressive's accident response can detect it and send help. It's just one less thing to worry about.
How long does chicken last in the fridge?
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Limited availability in California. Driver is responsible for emergency and towing charges not covered by the policy.
I want barbecue that's sliced thick, smoked long, and so tender it melts in your mouth. Sides that will fill me up like a twice-baked potato, baked beans, hand-cut fries, okra, Texas toast. You know what I'm talking about? A restaurant where the whole family can go and get a great meal for a great price. Where the owner actually comes to your table to make sure everything tastes great. I'll tell you what I want. I want Jerry Neal's.
Summer is here and adventure is calling. Visit Southern Tire Mart for a new set of Yokohama tires to get your vehicle ready for summer travels. Southern Tire Mart is your trusted partner for top quality tires, professional services, and competitive pricing. Visit us in Fort Smith at 9700 Highway 271 and let Southern Tire Mart ensure your vehicle is ready for the open road. Southern Tire Mart is a proud dealer of Yokohama tires. We keep America rolling.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Darren McFadden goes 73 yards. And Rappellett has a wide open man. It's Childs. He's loose. He scores. Childs, please.
Uncle Tommy loves the Razorbacks.
ARKNSAS. This is your Hog Update on the Morning Rush.
My main man, Cal, for a friendship that started because nobody ever wanted to play us and we couldn't get a game against the quote-unquote Blue Bloods, so we went out and started our own series. And that worked out pretty damn good for us, didn't it? That friendship, along with working together tirelessly to try to make this game better, phone calls, committees, federal bills, I'm always impressed with how much this guy loves and gives back to the game, and I wish everybody out there realized he is a superstar and cares deeply about this game. Thanks, Cal.
That's Gonzaga head basketball coach Mark Few, who Arkansas will be facing off against in an exhibition that has yet to be formally announced because we're still waiting on the schedule. Cal's sitting right next to him. Who was next to Cal? There's one other coach. I can't remember, but high praise for a competitor and seemingly a friend in John Calipari.
Well, and I think a lot of people would reiterate what Mark Few said there, and Calipari's love for the game, and not just it's one thing to love it, to talk about it from your own podium or microphone. It's a whole other thing to commit your time to being on committees, to making change, to being a catalyst for change. I think we're at a crossroads right now, and I'm glad he's hung around. I'm not criticizing Coach K or Roy Williams or these other guys that have hung it up.
Yeah.
But they're not making change directly from the front line. Cal could have you think he needed this job? You think his retirement was going to be greatly affected? No, he hung around, and he's a catalyst for change right now. That's good on him.
All right, keeping up your Hog update going. Arkansas's got another defensive back that they have signed, according to 24/7 Sports. Sean Williams, who played at Dartmouth, 11 interceptions while at that Ivy League school, was working out with the Titans for a minicamp tryout, but it's got that extra year of eligibility. It's now going to be in Arkansas. Him, Caleb Wooden, who's here last year. So you've added two pieces to the back end of your defense in the last few days.
What does it say that both of them were defensive backs? Does it say anything about the secondary, or does it say more about, hey, well, these are the guys that are available. We had spots and scholarships, and we just took them.
Big plays.
Go ahead.
Explosive plays.
Big C. So you got it's Darren Wilson. I forget the other secondary. No, Wilson coach. I forget the other.
Okay.
I would guess there is a connection of some way, shape, or form. We know the Wooden connection. Played here last year. Roberts was his DC at Auburn. I don't know this for a fact. I think you can guess potentially that there is a connection between someone on staff and this
Maybe
kid.
It was you. Isn't this guy an Ivy Leaguer? Maybe the connection. Don't you have some Ivy League roots?
One friend.
Didn't you go to Brown? Where did you go?
No. I went to.
Where'd you get your master's?
I always
at?
tell
I can't remember.
Masters are worthless in our industry. I always tell
degrees might be too.
It's funny whenever we're away from Arkansas and trips or whatever, I do always say, well, when someone asks me, male or female, hey, where did you go to school? You know what I tell them? The
University of Arkansas.
No, the Harvard of the South. Their first response, most of the time, is Vanderbilt. Say, hell no, I went to the University of Arkansas. Most of the time, it's a chuckle or they're a little confused on their face. But Harvard of the South is in Fayetteville, Arkansas. That's my Ivy League connection.
All right.
Sutton Smith's been named to Tommy's favorite, the watch list for Doak Walker Award.
Doak Walker He's not even the starter at Arkansas officially, but by God, we're on a watch list.
I saw this. I forget which X account had this. Sutton had a run last year when he got up to 21.9 miles per hour, which is the fastest
against Arkansas.
Player.
Was it against Arkansas?
It's week 3. They played Arkansas week 4, I believe.
So he could basically outrun my golf cart.
Sutton's a speedster, man.
Right.
I'm excited to watch him play.
We need
some more team speed. But yes.
We need those explosive plays on offense.
Not the 128th team on defense giving up those last season. We need some more. But apparently they're still dealing with that issue.
You didn't go to Dartmouth, are you sure?
No, why would I go to an Ivy League school when I can get everything I need in Fayetteville, Arkansas? Or really any college in the institution in this state.
All right, that's the Hog Updates brought to you by Sterling Bank. They're here for the home team. That's Sterling Bank. They live here, work here, and they're cheering for the Razorbacks right alongside you. Proudly serving Arkansans in Fayetteville, Rogers, Bentonville, and Little Rock, Sterling Bank believes in backing the people who call Arkansas home with local decisions, personal service, and a commitment that lasts longer than a season. So whether you're growing a small business, buying your first home, or saving for whatever's next, Sterling Bank is proud to be a part of your team. Because when the home team wins, Everybody wins. The whole community wins. Visit your local branch or go to stirbank.bank to learn more. Sterling Bank, local friendly banking made to fit you. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Aaron in Springdale still has a beef with you, Tommy. He wants to challenge us in 2-on-2. He wants to do me and him from the tips versus you and Bart from whatever the women teams are that day.
Whatever
Y'all
the
would
what?
win the women's teams are.
I'm in.
Day.
What do you want to play
Y'all
for,
would
Aaron?
win, Aaron.
Now, Aaron may be a scratch golfer. I don't know. I am not a scratch golfer, but
that would not go well, Aaron. You gotta if
Aaron,
you're gonna put out.
but
a
I'm
bet,
in. I we
would lose. Me and you, Aaron, would lose.
Is this a scramble? Is this a 4-ball? What are we playing here?
It just says 2v2 in golf.
All right, we'll do a 4-ball.
He didn't solidify what the,
I am not scared.
What the format is.
I have lost to plenty. So, What's Your Beef Wednesday brought to you by Richard's Country Meat Market. It's summer grilling season, and Richard's has what you need: bone-in ribeyes, big fillets, all the side dishes to go along with it. We did a shrimp boil the other night. They've got all the seafood you want as well, plus the house-made sausage, the corn, the potatoes, even the seasoning to go with it. That's a good summer meal. Cook indoors, shrimp boil, always great. Richard's Country Meat Market, 443-0000 or richardscountrymeatmarket.com.
All right, we'll get into our Morning Rush Daily Question plus some changes to the college football schedule next season. Next.
Well, he's talking about Richard's Meat Market because that's my spot. And, of course, Richard and Chris have been around forever.
What's Your Beef Wednesday is brought to you by Richard's Country Meat Market in Fayetteville. Online at richardscountrymeatmarket.com.
I'll be with you, Ty.
Hey, Hog fans, this is Elizabeth.
This is Robert.
This is Matt.
This is Raleigh, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
We are the only family, alumni, and locally owned Razorback store. We went to school here. We live here. We get what every Razorback logo means.
Plus, we're the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole, and almost every item that comes into our store has our stamp of approval. We want the best graphic on the best items, and that's what sets us apart.
Whether it's pennants, fan cave items, or other clothing, we take the time to get it right.
Hey, Dad, do you know what they call a pallbearer from Tulsa?
No, what?
Karaoke.
Matt, that's my job to do the dad joke.
Well, you said you were going to retire someday, so I should start practicing.
Anyway, you can stop by the Stadium Shop at 989 South Razorback Road in Fayetteville next to Baum Walker Stadium.
Or you can call us at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
Or if you can't get to Fayetteville, you can check us out on the Googleator at shoponrazorback.com.
Dad, you actually got most of that right. How'd you do that?
Well, if you're going to do the dad joke, then I need to step up my Googleator knowledge.
There's no hope for you, is there? Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs!
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com. Or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
Tommy, how you going to make that pig hurry up? Lipstick come off.
This is the Morning Rush.
Save up to $4,000 on in-stock 2020.
I'm Tim Shepard. I'm running for Washington County Judge. People come to Washington County for a reason, to raise a family, build a future, and enjoy the beauty of a place we call home. No matter how long you've lived here, we all want the same things: safe communities, responsible growth, and leaders who get things done. I'm Tim Shepard, and I'll work every day to keep Washington County the best place to live, work, raise a family, and call home. I'd appreciate your vote November 3rd.
Paid for by the committee to elect Tim Shepard, Washington County Judge.
I'm Wendy Howerton, and I'm running for Circuit Judge here in Washington-Madison County. I've been practicing here for 20 years, representing people just like you, and every day matters.
It's going to be justice for all. Everyone there is going to have a voice, and all those people who don't have a voice, they're going to have one in my courts. And I'm going to apply the law evenly, impartially, like it should be.
I'm here to protect all your constitutional rights because they've never been more important than they are now.
Paid for by the Howerton campaign.
Reliable fiber internet and strong Wi-Fi for homework, streaming, and multiple devices all at once. Get our connected home plan for just $56.95 a month. If you need more speed for a current plan, call us to upgrade. Wave Rural Connect, fast fiber internet, friendly customer service from a local provider. Visit waveruralconnect.com or call 1-833-492-8372.
World-class trout fishing is the star of the show at Gaston's White River Resort, where a few days away from all the worries and stress will make all right in your world. Gaston's has friendly, experienced guides to help you land your limit. Enjoy your stay at Gaston's in one of their private cottages, or reserve a lodge for up to 20 people. Call now and let Gaston's help you plan your next getaway on the White River. 870-431-5202. That's 870-431-5202. Or learn more at Gastons.com. Gaston's, a first-class time, every time.
When a business has been around more than 65 years, you know they're doing something right. Hey, Ty Richardson for Johnny's Transmission. They've been trusted in Fort Smith and the River Valley since 1959. Located at 1212 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith, they strive to make every customer's experience outstanding and want your vehicle to be in the best condition for the road ahead. Check out their website, johnnystransmissionfs.com, and find them on Facebook. Johnny's Transmission, family owned and operated since 1959.
Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful, not when you work with Tara Limbird and the Limbird Real Estate Group. With over $1 billion in real estate sold, Tara's team knows how to make the process simple, successful, and even enjoyable. They can provide you with a cash offer in 72 hours, or you can use Tara's high-octane marketing and sell your home for thousands over asking. When it's time to buy or sell, trust the team that delivers results. Go to LimbirdTeam.com, LIMBIRD.
Wes, how many people can a large pizza feed?
About 4.
So I should tell Cousin Jeff 1.
Oh, wow. He's a big eater.
The biggest. He once got kicked out of an all-you-can-eat diner because they ran out of food. How many can a small pizza feed?
I'd say 2.
Our small pizza at $15 is a meal for 2? We should advertise this. That goat'll hunt.
Dog.
What you call me?
That dog will hunt.
Wes, dogs are man's best friend. Goats are the true hunters.
Goats?
Billy Goat Jr.'s Grammy was trained to chase squirrels, cats, birds, and rabbits. We could hear her for miles through the brush. And she'd circle them right to us.
You're not serious.
As serious as a meal for 2 for $15.
You're an interesting cat.
What you call me?
A meal for 2 for $15. Eat Jim's RazorbackPizza.com.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Social Morning Rush Daily Question.
All right, you men. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to answer to the best of your ability.
It's going to be a quick answer to an incredibly terrible, long question.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Check out Nate and Christian's Place in Lowell online at CarpathSocial.com.
Well, the goal today was to have this great question that invoked lots of thought, maybe sparked emotion, maybe even brought a tear to your eye. Then I noticed in the notes it's National Potato Day. So what's your favorite way to eat a potato? Is it French fries? Is there another answer other than French fries on National Potato Day? How do you consume a potato today on National Potato Day?
Loaded potatoes, pretty good.
Yeah, baked potato.
Yeah, but see, you gotta load it up with brisket or chicken or something else to really make it.
I think
just eating a baked potato plain.
My only counterpoint would be mashed potatoes and gravy. That would be my only counter to French fries.
See, I think mashed potatoes as a bed for a fillet or a ribeye, I don't know how you get a better meal than that. That's about as good as it gets.
Well,
but potatoes are kind of like
chips, baby.
You want to know how to get a better meal? You call the pizza place and you order a pepperoni, mushroom,
chips.
and jalapeno pizza. That's how you.
That's not a bad pizza, but that's not a better meal than a steak.
Nico says tater tot casserole. Tommy.
Ooh. So what's your favorite way to eat a potato? That's the Morning Rush Daily Question. We'll take some text on this throughout the morning.
Leftover mashed potato cake, says Jeff from Cameron, Oklahoma. Ryan in Prairie Grove, good fried potatoes mixed in with a little sausage. Bell peppers, onions, that's good. Joseva says it's a toss-up between good baked potato with the steak or scallop potatoes. I wouldn't put scallop in there. Baked potato, like you
Scallop's pretty good.
Sweet
baked
potatoes.
potato. And I guess the same could be said about mashed potatoes, because mashed potatoes by themselves are just kind of mid, but when you put gravy on them, it changes everything.
You put the juice from a steak on them, really good.
Hash browns is good, but
crispy hash browns are good.
I'll never put
soggy hash browns are terrible.
Not so good. Ryan and creatine cramps. That's what they're vying for this morning here in the Loose Automotive Group hotline. And he says, yes, they do have to be crispy, Tommy.
Yes. Damn near burnt.
DMB.
Dark brown. Did you say you don't like sweet potatoes? Did I hear that come from the back row over here? You don't.
What's
why?
the rationale?
They're just too sweet.
I like sweet potatoes because it makes me feel healthier than I actually am. I may have
They're
something
too sweet.
I may have something really fried and covered in grease, but by golly, I'm going to have some sweet potatoes, and it's a healthy meal.
What if they're sweet potato fries? Does that make them healthy?
That counts.
That counts
That
too?
counts.
Covered in caramel sauce or something that comes along with it?
Yeah. Eddie says mashed potatoes is the Irish version of guacamole. Matt says
Okay.
potato cakes. And then Jim says twice-baked potatoes.
Twice-baked potatoes are really good. Done right. Jerry Neal's over here on Phoenix and Fort Smith. They do a twice-baked. I swear they just scoop out all the potato and make like mashed potatoes and mix it up, put it back in there, and cover it with cheese. It's their signature item.
Nico from Tawnytown, sassy sweet potato tots with the caramel dip goes hard. I can verify. Alan knows what he's doing there.
Yes.
Irish nachos, another great addition.
So let's have this debate real quick. Tater tots are greater than French fries. Prove me wrong.
Says an insane person.
I would rather have a good basket of crispy tater tots
Why?
than a good basket of French fries. I like the crunch. I like the texture better.
Crunchy curly fries are the best.
Okay.
So when you go to a restaurant, whether it's through a drive-through or it's at a dine-in establishment, and you see fries or tots, you go tots.
10 out of 10. Crispy.
Sonic has some good tater tots.
I'm not gonna. Ryan says preach. I don't know how many people are in that camp.
Now,
I'm not.
soggy, undercooked tater tots are terrible. But you give me one that you give me a basket of those that stayed in the grease an extra 30 seconds. It's like those hash browns at Hardee's. I mean, that's all they are, just small different versions of tater tots.
Yeah, but if you told me I could get Hardee's curly fries to go along with my chicken biscuits and my biscuits and gravy, I'm taking the curly fries or I'm taking the
There's
fries.
been times where Dwayne's been at Hardee's and I've been there and I've asked for a favor and he has granted me the hash browns they do for breakfast with my burger at lunch. He's just went back there and cooked them for me. That's a life of privilege right there. but I would rather have tater tots any day over French fries when available.
Brian Little is on Team Tots.
Team Tots, yes. Let's go.
Chad's on.
Hashtag Tots.
I don't know if I can get on board with that. I know I have some wild food takes, but I don't know if I can do that.
Tater tots are greater than French fries. To this, there is no debate.
All right, that is your Cart Pass Social Morning Rush Daily Question. Number one place for indoor golf. You can bring your tater tots. You can bring your fries. I guess you can bring mashed potatoes. Whatever food you want to bring, you can bring. You bring your own drinks as well. It's BYOB at Cart Pass Social. You can always play one of over 1,000 different golf courses. It's 68 degrees inside of Cart Pass Social. Christian, Nate, they love golf. They'd love to have you there to try them out. Go to cartpasssocial.com. We were talking about team building exercises a little earlier in the show. This would be a great spot, whether it's a family event, this could be a corporate event, and they've also got the unlimited golf through next month. Cartpasssocial.com. It's always BYOB at Cart Pass Social.
Tots are the real power move, is what HR guy says. I agree with that.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not going to.
My wife buys this. I guess Walmart, I don't know where she gets them, but they're like mini tater tots, and then she throws them in that basically an air fryer.
Mm-hmm. Air fryers changed the game for a lot of
those are good.
A lot of people.
But they're like half the size of a normal tater tot, so they get really crispy.
Okay. I'll get with you on Team Crispy, but I can't get with you on tots being better than fries. I like things crispier too.
Yeah, it's all right for you to be wrong.
Jose texting in, there's no chance that tots are better than fries. Yeah. He is against you.
So who mentioned Five Guys a minute ago? Jesse. Five Guys fries are better than any tater tot. I'll say this. I haven't been to Five Guys in years. I just think they're overpriced. But someone came to the house. One of my son went with his girlfriend to Five Guys, and he brought back like a sack of fries,
Mhm.
and they threw them in the air fryer and warmed them back up. I will have to say those fries were pretty darn good.
Yeah, Cajun seasoning they put
Yeah.
on top. They know
I'll
what
give
they're
them some
doing.
credit. They knew what they were doing with them fries.
I
And
used to do
those were rewarmed. So
You know when you work
they
in-
were very good. I'm
Yeah.
not anti-fry. I would just rather have tater tots.
You work in a restaurant, and sometimes that causes you never to eat there again. I've worked in that restaurant and did it for over a year. I would go there today because I know the process behind the scenes. Yes, and everything, the real potatoes, they get them shipped, and all that process. It's not the case for everyone that's been at a restaurant over the years because they see how things are made behind the scenes. But yes, that's one of the reasons they have an open kitchen. All right, so college football, we've advocated this for a while. Week 0, this is from footballschedules.com. Week 0 is going to become the official start date of the 27, 28, and 29 seasons. You're going to get
Thank
those double
God.
buys. Now, some of the seasons are going to begin as early as August 23rd, the new quote-unquote Week 0. But that is the schedule for the next 4 or 5 years. They're going to start rather in September. The real start date is going to be in August.
Okay, so when are the championship games? That's the real question.
I think they're going to fall. We got 2 buys. Nothing really changes on
So
the back end.
that you hear this at first, you think, well, they're opening up room for more playoff weekends. But until they get championship games either eliminated, which there's some talk about that, I don't think it'll ever happen because it's part of the TV deal, and conferences want to have real championship games, I think, still.
Mm-hmm.
But it also kind of shows you they're making a path towards a bigger, broader, more expanded playoff by shifting the calendar forward. Now, something's going to have to give somewhere along the way, but you know, and it's going to be interesting to see the battle in December over Saturday TV rights and TV dates and availability with the NFL and college football as this playoff expands and grows. So this is one of the first moves in the right direction to get the calendar right. So
Correct me if I'm wrong. The NFL doesn't have Saturday games till January, correct?
they've had Saturday
Am I
games
wrong
when
on
college football was not playing in December for years,
I don't know
late
why.
December. So the playoff games in January, yes.
Okay.
But there's been regular season games on Saturdays.
For some reason, I don't know why I had in my head that didn't occur till January.
Wild card games, yes. And obviously, I don't think divisional. I think all the divisional games are on Sundays, but they play wild card games on different days. But no, there's been regular season games generally the last 2 weekends of December. So, yeah, I mean, how they avoid and how they work that out with each other. So, yeah. So
I don't think that's right. I'm looking at it right now. That's not right.
There have been Saturday, like week 16, 17 games on Saturdays before.
Okay. I'm seeing.
Yeah, there has.
I think it.
Huh?
Yeah.
Week 15.
I mean, I'm not crazy here. I mean, I'm not.
16 and 17 didn't happen, but week 15 does. That's kind of weird. I guess that's because the college football playoff maybe is resuming. I don't know, but it like goes from week 15 to having some, but then week 16 and week 17 doesn't have Saturday games.
But 15 does. Yeah, how they work out that divide of the real estate.
Well, NFL's not working anything out. They're going to do what they want to do because they
Well-
own the college foot. As great as college football. Go ahead.
But I'm sorry, you finished. But this comes back to CBS and ABC at some point. So
As great as college football is, it gets owned by the National Football League when you've gone
Correct.
head up. And there's a reason college football avoids the National Football League in certain weekends.
But how does CBS work it out where we're going to have a college game at noon and a NFL game at 5? Because it's really going to be up to what CBS, now ABC, ESPN work together on Monday Night Football stuff.
Yeah, because
Fox does how they work it out to split their days up. Because when we talk about NFL on Saturdays, it's not like half the schedule. It's like generally 2 games, something like that. Yeah. So, I mean, the TV partners have to be in cahoots on this. And maybe you have an NFL game going against a college game on different networks, and then they flip-flop for the evening. But, I mean, it's not like they're going to play 15 games on a Saturday. They're going to play a couple, 3 marquee games, perhaps. So, hey, Bet Saracen will have all the odds for NFL preseason right now, Major League Baseball, and more. If you haven't downloaded the Bet Saracen app, be sure and do that and have it all on your phone with Arkansas's only local sports betting app. We were talking about fishing earlier in the show, great team-building exercises. You want to get your team together and get them on the same page? Go to the Pradco store inside Bass Pro Shops in Fort Smith. Customize your lure with your company logo, your company brand or message, or maybe you've got a team slogan. You're all in. You ever heard that one before? All in. Maybe get that on a lure and hand those out to your coworkers. You can get that done. It's just a $3 upcharge right now at the Pradco store inside Bass Pro Shops in Fort Smith. Richard Davenport joins us next.
TFSI Quattro is a sleek luxury SUV featuring a V6 turbocharged engine. The driving experience of the Audi Q8 Quattro is simply exceptional, and you can win one this month from Saracen Casino Resort and Gossett Audi of Memphis. Play to earn entries for your chance to win one of Germany's quietest riding vehicles, Audi Q8 Quattro from Saracen Casino Resort and Hotel.
Saracen Casino Resort, Vegas, Arkansas style.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com. Or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
It's peak grilling season, and nothing hits the flame quite like beef. From hearty steaks to crowd-pleasing burgers, the rich flavor and perfect sizzle make every cookout worth gathering for. So fire up the grill, bring on the heat, and serve the taste that defines summer. Beef, it's what's for dinner. Funded by beef farmers and ranchers. Courtesy of Beef, it's what'sfordinner.com.
Hey, Fort Smith, have you seen the all-new Bass Pro Shop outpost on Bass Pro Drive off Rogers Avenue? Step inside and check out the Pradco store within a store, where you can create something truly one of a kind. Pick from iconic lure shapes like the Booyah One Knocker or the Bandit 100, to name only a few, and have it custom autographed just the way you want it. It's fun, it's personal, and it's only at the brand new Bass Pro outpost. Swing by today and make your own custom lure.
This is the Morning Rush.
Get state sales tax paid when you trade all this month at Rath Auto Resources. Just bring in your old car and make the switch to any one of our great road-ready certified pre-owned vehicles and get state sales tax paid when you trade. Our road-ready certified vehicles are inspected, reconditioned, and backed by a comprehensive warranty. Combine that with our non-commissioned sales team and the nation's best lenders on standby, and you've got an award-winning, hassle-free way to get your next ride. Make the switch to road-ready certified and get state sales tax paid when you trade all this month at Rath Auto Resources. 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith.
Taco Bell's new $3 melty pepper jack steak burrito. Just one taste of the premium grilled steak and new pepper jack sauce, and that kind of lunch might go to your head. And for just $3, how could it not? But even as you're enjoying the tender premium steak and cheesy opulence, try not to ask the waiter for a steak knife. Experience the Lutz Value Menu with 10 items, each just $3 or less. Only at Taco Bell. Limited time at participating stores while supplies last. Prices vary. Tax extra.
The spring allergy and hay fever seasons are here, and Law's Drugstore has what you need to safely take care of you and your family. Law's Drugstore can fill and refill your prescriptions, and they have all of the over-the-counter allergy remedies to provide comfort. Call 452-6116 and ask about vaccine shot appointment for shingles, pneumonia, COVID, and whooping cough. Law's Drugstore, 6802 Rogers Avenue behind the Outback Steakhouse. Law's Drugstore, open 6 days a week to safely care for you and your family.
Are you ready for a career change? In as little as 4 weeks, you can earn your CDL right here in the River Valley. Voted best truck driving school in Arkansas, COP CDL Academy in Van Buren offers hands-on training with experienced instructors who prepare you not only for the test, but the road ahead. With multiple funding options available, getting started may be easier than you think. Your new career starts here. Call 479-632-1050 today, where real training creates real job opportunities.
World-class trout fishing is the star of the show at Gaston's White River Resort, where a few days away from all the worries and stress will make all right in your world. Gaston's has friendly, experienced guides to help you land your limit. Enjoy your stay at Gaston's in one of their private cottages or reserve a lodge for up to 20 people. Call now and let Gaston's help you plan your next getaway on the White River. 870-431-5202. That's 870-431-5202. Or learn more at Gastons.com. Gaston's, a first-class time every time.
Rich Eisen here with some advice. If high-interest credit card debt is grinding you down, it might be time to call an Audible with a SoFi personal loan. It consolidates your debt into one low monthly payment with no fees required. And with as soon as the same-day funding, you can make the right play fast. Call an Audible on your debt today at SoFi.com/debtplay. Loans originated by SoFi Bank N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891. Fast funds terms apply at SoFi.com/debtplay.
I want barbecue that's sliced thick, smoked long, and so tender it melts in your mouth. Sides that will fill me up like a twice-baked potato, baked beans, hand-cut fries, okra, Texas toast. You know what I'm talking about? A restaurant where the whole family can go and get a great meal for a great price. Where the owner actually comes to your table to make sure everything tastes great. I'll tell you what I want. I want Jerry Neal's.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, lots of sunshine. A high this afternoon will be into the low 100s. A chance of showers and scattered thunderstorms across the north overnight will drop down into the lower 70s north, upper 70s south. And then as we head through Thursday, a chance of showers, a few scattered thunderstorms, a high in the 90s. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by Cop CDL Academy. Want a life-changing career? Give them a call today at 479-632-1050 or check them out online at copcdlacademy.com.
KERX Paris Fort Smith. The Bud Light Countdown is on. Arkansas football begins in 17 days.
This hour of the Morning Rush is brought to you by Bud Light. Can't drink all day unless you start early. Celebrate America's 250th anniversary with an ice-cold Bud Light.
Bad calls, bad takes, blown leads, hot takes, your coach, your quarterback, the refs, the rankings. Everybody's got something to complain about.
So turn off the radio, grab the phone, and let it fly.
Give the students credit. They do show up and fill the lower student section up generally before every game, but it's kind of sad when you look over there at halftime and most of them are gone.
With Mr. Holding call right in his face, coach burned a timeout in the worst dang place. 4th and 1 and they're throwing it deep. You know what time it is. Quarterback struggling, fans want the backup. Lose 2 straight games and they're ready to pack up. One bad Saturday, everybody wants change. By Monday morning, the caller sounds strange. The coach, bench the QB, he can't recruit. You gotta trust me, everybody's an expert from the driver's seat. Turn up the radio. Live from the Bud Light Studios, produced by Christian Johnston.
With Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft. This is the Morning Rush.
So what's your beef Wednesday? We've got one more hour of it here on the Morning Rush, brought to you by our Richards Country Meat Market. The Wi-Fi issues I was dealing with a week or so ago was not so fun. I think buffering can also kind of lump that together when you see the spinning wheel, whether it's your iPad, your iPhone, any technological device, and it just keeps buffering and buffering.
We don't reboot our stuff enough. That's my problem. My phone will do that. My tablet. Because when's the last time I turned it off? Like truly turned it off. You know, I have found that if I'll do that, the hard reset,
more productive.
Yeah, it kind of like clears it up or whatever. Gets all the cobwebs or whatever happens. You always wonder how in the world does this become like a box of coat hangers? Yeah. But it does. You're 100%. How do we could gently place wires in a box together, walk away overnight, come back, and they're all going to be wadded up somehow. How does that happen?
I do not.
But it
not know,
does.
but it does.
But it does.
Yes.
What's Your Beef Wednesday, brought to you by Richard's Country Meat Market, 3042 North Market Avenue in Fayetteville, just off College and Rolling Hills Drive. Everything you need, including the sides, are available at Richard's. You can see their menu and everything. I say their menu. All the things they offer that are available. It's a menu. It's online at richardscountrymeatmarket.com. We'll talk to Richard Davenport here in just a few minutes. It's going to be 900 degrees again today. They're talking about one of the hottest days maybe of the year. And where's this summer going to rank? My daughter turned 15 yesterday, and we were having a conversation about the summer she was born, where it was 100. The heat index was 116 on the hottest. The actual temperature was 116 on the hottest day of the year. The heat index was above 110 like 16 days in a row.
Not Arkansas, or excuse me, not Arizona, not Florida, but here in Arkansas.
But it was like the hottest summer in 2011 that we had on record in Arkansas since like 1954 or 53, somewhere in there. So we're having one of those kind of summers. Hey, when the workday is done, that's when the good stuff begins, whether it's fishing, off-roading, or just enjoying the great outdoors. Farm Credit of Western Arkansas can help make it happen. Visit myaglender.com or drop by any one of Farm Credit of Western Arkansas's 25 locations today and start making the most of your time off.
All right, I guess it's been a semi-beef of mine. We hadn't got to talk to this guy in a couple weeks. Richard Davenport, Whole Hog Sports, Arkansas Democrat Gazette, joins us. RD, how was vacay? Did you have a good time?
Yeah, it was good. I tell you what, I would encourage people, for the most part, this last vacation was the first time I've taken 2 consecutive weeks off back to back. In years, I've only done it twice. I would advise anybody, if you're able to do a 2-week vacation, because I think sometimes we feel like we always need to get back to work, and that was always my thinking, and I was like, hey, this is a dead period for football and basketball. I'm going to take it off, and it was really refreshing.
Well, what's the old adage? Take 2 weeks off and quit. That's the that's what they say when I show up at the golf course. You should take 2 weeks off and quit. But that would be the plan we're all looking for: 2 weeks off and quit. You know.
It definitely is. It definitely is difficult coming back, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
What's the most, or what was the best experience you had in the 2 weeks? It seems like it was a fulfilling experience, RD.
Just really just chilling and not looking at the phone and not being on the phone, not having a laptop in my lap all the time. And I will say, maybe some of you guys have gone to Kansas City and eaten at Jack Stack barbecue.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I had the burnt ends. That was the juiciest, most flavorful meat I've ever had in my life. It was incredible.
Yeah, Jack Stack's good.
I would highly recommend their burn ends. I mean, most burn ends are dry, but these were burnt, but yet very juicy, and the flavor was just incredible.
What's that one you sent me to? I was in Kansas City with my daughter for a concert, and it Q39
You got Q39. Jack Stack's my dad's favorite, RD.
Oh, yeah.
You've got Joe's. You've got Gates.
Q39 was good. I've been Gates is good. Worst barbecue I ever had in Kansas City was still pretty good.
That's always been my well, it's not so much Kansas City barbecue, but the worst barbecue I've ever had was pretty good. The worst pizza I've ever had is pretty good. So obviously, I'm not a picky eater.
Yeah. Well, kind of the recruiting news of the day, and I know you're jumping back into it, is Dartmouth transfer Sean Williams is one of these guys that got that 5th year with a court ruling. What do you know about him? We just know he's coming from an Ivy League school, and another transfer in on this court ruling, both in the secondary.
Yeah, excuse me. I know as much as you guys do. I know he was at practice yesterday. He wasn't practicing, but I assume, I guess once, all the paperwork or whatever is completed, I guess he'll be out there. But as far as what kind of condition he's in. I can't imagine him being in great condition. I mean, regardless if he's been working out on his own. Same for Wooten. So it'd be interesting to see how they try to fit him into practice and see what they can accomplish, going up to the first game.
You bring up a good point there that, just jumping right in at this point with no off season, no spring ball, how quick can you ramp up physically to be on par or have a chance to compete for a job with guys that have been through the system, have been through all the testing and training, if you will, and the challenges of an off season and an early camp. Do you really have a chance to come in and be more than a practice player when you're, probably got 2 or 3 weeks just to catch up physically?
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, Caleb, he played last year, but obviously a different staff. So you're right. Both of them, they're going to be trying to get into shape, also trying to learn the defense. So that's a lot to tackle in a short amount of time. But I mean, obviously, them being older players, I think that's going to benefit them. They're not going to be kind of overwhelmed as much as maybe a younger player. But it will be interesting to see how they can progress. And if they do make, you figure they're going to impact, especially Caleb, because he played last year and is familiar with, at least with the program, not necessarily with the new staff, but, as far as Dartmouth guy, I mean, obviously he's pretty smart, so maybe it won't be as difficult as we think.
What do you think that's going to have more of an effect on, back to the initial ruling when it comes to the 2022? Is it like Xavier Lee, for example, is leaving or entering the transfer from Florida? Is it going to affect football or basketball more for this final year, you think, RD?
Ooh, that's a good question. It's something I really haven't thought about. I don't have an answer for you on that. That's not something I've really thought about.
Well, when you think about just the impact on Arkansas football for this upcoming season, again, two guys that have played a lot of college football over the years, how do you think other SEC schools are going to go about this new ruling that's come down relative to what's going on here in Fayetteville?
Well, kind of like Arkansas, trying to see who's out there, who's available, and can they make an impact? I mean, obviously, if you have holes, on your offense or defense, and if a guy, you think can help fill that hole, I mean, you're going to be aggressive in trying to, get him on campus. The thing is we're in a era now where there's no excuses. You got to win, and you got to win now. Mm-hmm. It's not 4 or 5 years from now. It's 2 or 3 years max now. And if you don't win, you'll be out. So coaches can't be concerned about, well, how is this going to impact some of the guys on the team at these positions? These guys are coming in. You can't really have any feelings for them at all. I mean, you just got to win.
Yeah. So update us on with Wooten and Williams joining the team. Give us an idea what that does to the math on roster numbers and scholarship numbers with those two additions.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know what the numbers are. To be honest with you, it's not especially coming off vacation. I haven't even dug into that, to be honest. But I guess the numbers are good. I mean, for them to bring them in. I mean,
obviously not to the 105, which we knew they weren't to the 105. So that will be interesting to see. Where that puts them in relation, and I was just kind of, I guess, asking to maybe get to the idea of how many more opportunities could they grant, on a situation like this, and that's 2 in the secondary. Is there anybody else that is there any other holes they'd like to fill, or what might be a place you're watching for moving forward?
Yeah, again, that's a good question. I do think the defensive line, and we talked about this. I think the defensive line is I think will have the depth that they didn't have last year. and that obviously will help them, especially in the early part of the season in the crazy heat. If the games are as hot, if it's as hot as it is now, you better have some depth on that defensive line to be able to get through a game and be playing at a high level. Last year, obviously, the depth on the defensive line was woefully inadequate, and it showed and probably cost them a game or two.
Is there anyone on the defensive line, RD, that wasn't here last year? Like, he got Collins. Obviously, everyone wants to see what Quincy Rhodes can be for this team in 26. Any transfer player particularly that you're like, I really want to watch this guy starting September 5th?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Hunter Osborne, and then not a transfer, but Danny Beal. I think you got two guys right there that are going to, as far as the interior, really help you and be major contributors. But I mean, there's more guys, and I wrote about it yesterday and kind of going blank, but. Sims, the defensive lineman from Oregon, I think he's another one. He's a guy that is on his third year of college football, so I think he's another possibility. But really, Osborne and Danny Beal kind of really stand out to me, and I think Arkansas fans are going to learn pretty quickly about both of them.
Just watching Danny Beal in practice last week for one day and some drills. You put him and Quincy out there, you can't double team one and leave the other one I mean, they're going to command attention, and if one of them's getting a double team, the other one's going to be open to wreak some havoc. So I think it's going to be interesting when those two are on the field at the same time.
No, I agree. That's the key. When you're lacking talent on the defensive line, and they can focus on one guy and not really worry about the others, that's a weakness, and hopefully the Arkansas will address that with those two guys and others.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about specialty positions that are drawing a lot of money when it comes to transfer portal and what schools are willing to pay. I don't know where position groups rank, but defensive line has to be, if it's not one, it's got to be two.
Oh, absolutely. Think about it. Where's Arkansas in the past when they've really gone up against the Georgias, the Alabamas, and others? Where did they lack? Mostly the defensive line, and that's an area where you got to try to at least close the gap, even if you don't have the money that other schools have. But you got to try to do the best you can, and a lot of that just comes from evaluation.
RD, we'll leave it there. Good stuff as always. Richard Davenport, Whole Hog Sports, Arkansas Democrat Gazette. Good to have him back at 10 a.m. And RD, a couple weeks we'll have Hog football.
Yep, we're looking forward to it.
Take 2 weeks off and quit. That's my advice.
Let's see you guys.
All right, Richard Davenport with us. Our visit today, Ty, it's brought to you by Rath Auto Resources, Fort Smith, and in Springdale. They're getting ready here they're getting everybody ready here at the back to school time.
Yep, just had their back to school giveaway, the the 10K Big Rath Auto Resources and Rath Mitsubishi giveaway this last month. Always something going on their Facebook and their social media pages, so make sure you're following both Rath Mitsubishi and Rath Auto Resource. The big thing this month is state sales tax paid when you trade. A lot of times this is just applied on their road-ready certified pre-owned vehicles, but this month they're doing a little different. It's also applying on their new Mitsubishis as well. And David said, like, you can parlay and combine some of the incentives that you're getting on the new Mitsubishis with is awesome. So stop by and see David and the team in Springdale and Larry and the team in Fort Smith, both sides of the tunnel, plus the Mighty Key Car Care Center at both locations that gives you the full automotive help that you need. Whether you got your vehicle from Rath Auto Resources to Rath Mitsubishi, it doesn't matter. They'd love to help you out. Rath Auto Resources in Fort Smith, Rath Mitsubishi in Springdale. You can check them out online at rathauto.com. One of the other things, Ardeen was kind of talking about this on the defensive line, was the amount of SEC transfers in the in the two deep, two of which we were just talking about in Caleb Wooden, and I'm forgetting the Dartmouth kid's name, Sean Williams. It is the other kid. One of the just the amount of coaches that these guys have had. Like I saw this AJ Storr kid who was at Ole Miss last year playing under Chris Beard, is now on his 5th school in college, and he had 4 in high school as well, so being his 9th school in 9 years, which is just crazy. I just don't get and understand what is, and I know the grass always seems greener to other places. I don't understand the want and the need to transfer 3, 4, and 5 times in a college year.
You got a school, and are you willing to jump? It's kind of like a job. Are you willing to jump for $1 more an hour? You know, are you willing to jump for 5,000 or 10,000 more a year? I think some people, it's all about the Benjamins. So, and you remember what you made this year has zero to do with what you're going to make next year. If you didn't produce, someone's came in and they're going to take some of your snaps. Guess what's getting ready to happen to your money? So, I mean, I think a lot of it just comes back to the Benjamins. Big donor doesn't come through the next year for your school. They got to cut everybody back, you know. But I think a lot of it comes down to
just money.
What are you going to do for me? You know, and in the SEC, not only are you financially the most well-heeled, you in the Big Ten, but facilities, treatment, travel, hotel rooms, availability for your family to travel in, the money, all the money that and things that the benefits, the perks you hear about. You want to go somewhere where those are. I think depending on where you've been at, if you've been in a Conference USA school or a Group of 6 school, I think you want to take that step up for a lot of things besides just money.
You know what's been kind of interesting to watch, in addition to just the amount of kids that transfer in a, let's say, 4-year, 5-year window, is the amount of Heisman Trophy winners that have been transfers in the last decade.
Yeah.
I mean, it's incredible. Even if you want to lump in Cam Newton in that category, you've got Baker Mayfield from Texas Tech to Oklahoma, Joe Burrow from Ohio State to LSU. Yes, there have been some that got there their freshman year and ended up playing through. But a lot of these, these kids have, and a lot of
Jaden Daniels. What number does he wear, by the way?
Number 5.
Number 5.
Yeah,
okay.
Number 5. Jaden Daniels, another one. There's just a lot of that going on lately, and
which makes schools and fans and coaches and everybody else still crazy about. Well, there's a Heisman Trophy winner out there somewhere.
Fernando Mendoza, they plucked him away from California. Mark Cuban's told the story of them in the box. They're getting crushed by Notre Dame, and the athletics director or the president was like, "Hey, we got this guy we kind of want in Berkeley. You think he could help us out a little bit?" And I mean, think Cuban. Cuban hadn't watched any football success in however many years. He's a umpteenth billionaire, and he's like, I guess I can donate a little bit. Sure enough, a year later, they win the national championship. Not to say that we're a Berkeley quarterback away from doing that here in Fayetteville.
Nobody gives you hope. Gives you hope that, hey, there's a Heisman Trophy winner out there if you can just find him, put him in the right system. There's a player out there that thinks, hey, in the right system, I could win a Heisman Trophy.
Yeah.
So it does create some hope.
I mean, Arkansas's got a battle between a kid that's been here out of high school in Montgomery, Alabama, KJ Jackson, and then AJ is a transfer. And I don't necessarily lump the I'm going with my coach transfer as the same as the kid that's going on his 3rd, 4th, and 5th school.
Why wouldn't you, even for the same money, if you're leaving Memphis to come to Arkansas, and let's just say you're getting the same $100,000 deal. I'm just pulling a number out of thin air. Why wouldn't you? Facilities better, travel, all the things I talked about a minute ago. You know,
only thing that might not be.
You're in the SEC. You're playing. I mean, you may not win as many games.
Barbecue might not be as good, but that would be
I'm not sure. We get some pretty good stuff here too, but I'll grant you that point.
Okay.
But why? Yeah. I'm just saying, pick any other school in Conference USA or either. Why wouldn't you?
I think Tom was the one that asked. It was either Tom or Trey asked Jamari Hawkins about, hey, were you going to enter the portal if Ryan Silverfield, Tim Cramsey, and Larry Smith hadn't left? He's like, no, I plan on playing my career out in Memphis. Yeah. But since they left, that's a little different.
Labor Day's coming up. Start of football's here. Last holiday of the summer is on the way. So what do you got planned for Labor Day? Pool party, backyard barbecue? Some of you probably going to the lake for the last time. The Labor Day weekend comes as a traditional time for family and friends to get together for fun. But sadly, the Labor Day holiday has also become one of the deadliest times, with drunk drivers endangering themselves and others. It's illegal to drive with a blood alcohol level of 0.08 or higher. If you do, we all know the consequences are severe. You lose your license, you go to jail, you pay the court costs, attorney's fees. It mounts up into the thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. You'll be restricted to driving with an ignition interlock. Boy, that looks great. And that also means you have to blow into that device every time you want to start your car to make sure there's no alcohol in your system. And you get to pay for it on top of everything else. Sounds like real fun, right? Hey, enjoy the holiday weekend that's coming up, but think before you drink, drive sober, or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Arkansas State Police.
All right, when we come back, SEC update in just a bit. Well, I mentioned Fernando Mendoza. Got a funny clip of him at practice. Just a likable kid. Still seems like a kid, even though he's like 22 years old. We continue on the What's Your Beef Wednesday after this.
Glad you're talking about Richard's Meat Market, because that's my spot. And, of course, Richard and Chris have been around forever.
What's Your Beef Wednesday is brought to you by Richard's Country Meat Market in Fayetteville. Online at richardscountrymeatmarket.com.
My beef with you,
Four. This is the Morning Rush.
Save up to $4,000 on in-stock 2026 Buick Concord GXs at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. That's $4,000 off.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit, is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge, and when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
We've got big news from Roback. This entire week, Roback is launching its brand new collegiate collection, just in time for the fall season. And if you're an Arkansas fan, you're in luck. The Arkansas collection officially dropped, and there's plenty of inventory available. So whether you're headed to the stadium, watching from home, or just looking to upgrade your game day gear, now's the time to check out Roback's new Arkansas Collegiate Collection. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
David Bowie got more fame with his #1 hit titled Fame. John Lennon co-wrote and sounded some of the high notes. The last line in the first verse sums it up. Fame puts you there where things are hollow. John 12:43 tells us that many people rejected Jesus because they loved the fame of people more than the praise of God. Is it any wonder you get more fame by rejecting the name of Jesus? I'm Pastor E from Woodland. Think about it.
So I had pain in my feet for a good 20 years.
It felt like I was standing on marbles.
Something wasn't working with my feet. Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
If your feet aren't comfortable, the rest of the body suffers.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
You put in the arch supports. To me, it was almost miraculous.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
I can run, I can walk. This is not something that you could solve online.
Reclaim the good life with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good Feet, good life.
Got one question for you. What are those?
It's cute. I wish I could get it, but...
Hey, how much you pay for that taco?
Hey, yo, you know this, boy. He's got his free taco.
Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse.
Some serious crappy.
Nice speck.
We got coffee.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite. White perch, slab, sockeye, paper mouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Football is back, and whether you've been betting for years or you're just looking to put a little action on the games, MyBookie is where I'm playing this year. Find a play you like and take a shot. You can find the action you want and bet it wherever you are when the game kicks off. And if you're new to the club, the Bet Back bonus gives you protection on your first play. Sign up with my promo code HOGS. Opt into the Bet Back bonus and take your first shot with a safety net. If your first wager loses, you'll get it right back. Bet on anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Must opt in to use the Bet Back bonus.
You know, every game is a dogfight. We're about to do tough there is. Week in and week out, you're going to play some of the best, the biggest, the fastest.
But this afternoon is a day for the Razorbacks to celebrate. Arkansas wins the tournament.
Where opponents' dreams come to die.
This is your SEC update on the Morning Rush.
Hour and a half rain delay. How do you stay ready for a moment like that?
Honestly, just went inside and had some pizza and a Dr. Pepper.
That is it's Alex. That's Alex Bregman, right? Big C.
Yes,
talking
it is.
with Taylor McGregor, who was on halftime yesterday, about what occurs in a rain delay. So you remember when
the Sox, man?
What'd you say?
I love beating the White Sox.
You remember when the Red Sox players got in trouble? The pitchers did a couple years back because they were drinking beer and eating fried chicken in the clubhouse. Well, listen, that helped Bregman hit a walk-off, I think, single yesterday. A little pizza and Dr. Pepper.
We think all these guys are doing something greatly different than what we would do. You know, well, I'm going to sit there and focus on the game. I'll watch game film. You know what you're going to do? You're going to sit there and eat something and look at your phone.
Yeah.
Or watch the TV. Just like the rest of the world would do. That, you know, we think these guys are doing something magical in there. Well, I went and got a full body massage during the rain delay. You know, keep my arm loose.
Now, in the World Series.
Know you what I did? I played a game on my phone. That's what I did. That's what these guys are doing.
In the World Series of a Game 7 of a World Series, they might do some different stuff, but in a regular season game, they're just chilling.
I do love
on a
pizza.
Monday in August.
Yeah,
they're eating pizza, drinking beer, and waiting on the rain to stop.
I do love a good ice cold Dr. Pepper. I don't really do my Fireball Dr. Pepper anymore, but man, Dr. Pepper is just it's fantastic.
Anyone else like me that if you're going to drink a canned soda, pouring it over a cup of ice improves it tenfold?
In a styrofoam cup, particularly, or a solo cup.
Yeah,
if I can choose. Keeping your SEC update going. Georgia's partnered with Progressive to place on-field advertisements inside of Sanford Stadium.
Is this a trade-out?
Are you a safe driver?
Yes.
That doesn't apply to any Georgia football player.
Yeah. Is this a trade-out? Are they getting free insurance for their players? I think this is a trade-out.
It's just like, it is so funny considering this school, like Alabama was known for the Hellcats during Nick Saban, but they weren't cheating in Tuscaloosa at all. It's like you're associated with such poor behavior when it comes to driving behind the wheel with Georgia football players. It's insane how every month or two we see a Georgia player charged with some sort of vehicle issue. It's wild how that happens. But the trade out, that's kind of where my mind thought.
Well, it's no different than us putting Tyson or Walmart on the field. It's just, you know, as we say, it's a bad look for Georgia with all the problems they've had and all the distractions they've had with their players' driving records.
Kyle says you can't make this stuff up.
No,
you cannot, Kyle.
Well, it's almost like they're just laughing at the rest of us for laughing at them. Here, I'm going to get back to polishing our SEC and national championship trophies while y'all laugh.
Listen, I'd be lying if I said I would deal with the traffic issues if 100%. Arkansas was as good as Georgia in football the last few years.
We'd pay for the Ubers ourselves.
Yes, we would.
100%.
In addition to Sutton Smith being on the Doak Walker list, you've got several others. Ahmad Hardy, who I know Drake talked about at SEC Media Days, getting cleared and being back for Missouri. Don't know what his status looks like when he's actually going to suit up this fall after the gunshot wound he took. Jane Baugh, the kid from Florida, that's outstanding. Texas got a couple kids, Malik Brown and Hollywood Smothers, Kejuan Lacey, probably the best running back in the SEC for Ole Miss, and then Matt Fuller for South Carolina.
Does Braylon Russell have a breakout season? I feel like he's poised for one.
Well, you were asking that earlier. Did you even get the right running back in this group? Is Sutton going to be the guy? I think every time you have a kid that comes in from a non-Power 4 school or even like non-Big Ten or SEC school, it is just a different animal week in, week out. The defensive line that hit you, the linebackers that hit you, even these secondary guys in some cases are like 220 pounds. And they can lay the wood, too. It's just a different level of physicality.
Mm-hmm.
And Sutton addressed that media. He was honest. It's like, I've got to lift more weights. I've got to get in better shape. Like, he talked about the difference of that. I just wonder, as you addressed earlier, like, hopefully both these guys are injury-free the rest of the season or for the full season.
But one will emerge as the alpha back, right? Mm-hmm. And that may be due to injury. That may be due to soft tissue soreness and not being able to practice as much as the other, but there's always one that's just, all right, there's no doubt. There's never a 1 and 1A. As I pointed out, as good as McFadden and Jones were, there was not a 1 and 1A there. There was a 1 and 2 there. And my guess is one of these guys will separate themselves from the other.
Last thing, Xavier Lee, who's a part of that backcourt with him and Boogie Flan last season, is entering the transfer portal from Florida, played at Princeton, then with the Gators, has now got that 5th year of eligibility. Backcourt kind of hindered Florida last season from repeating. We'll see what it looks like this upcoming season, but we'll not see the former Princeton player with the Gators this upcoming season when they come into Bud Walton. Is that I think it's in February. Might be in January, but they'll be at Bud Walton this year. I would guess it's the number 1 team in college basketball.
All right, that's the SEC update. It's brought to you by Dr. Bo Sparkman and our friends at Valley Family Dental. Do you have sleep apnea? Are you tired of the CPAP? Are you tired of cleaning it? Is your wife tired of the noise the machine makes or you make? Well, it's time to maybe take a look at other options besides the CPAP and get rid of that noise and all the other frustrations. Dr. Bo can help you. He can help you with a custom design just for you dental appliance that you wear, a mouthpiece that you put in that gets rid of that annoying CPAP. Dr. Sparkman has done this for hundreds and thousands of patients just like you and has years of experience in treating people just like you. So call for your appointment today, 479-226-3500. 226-3500 to get rid of your CPAP with Valley Family Dental. They're in Riley Farms in Fort Smith, also in Roland, Oklahoma. Morning Rush going to be on the road this Friday. Going to be at Hardee's, $1.49 sausage biscuits. Get all you want. That's going to be good where we're at the Phoenix Avenue location of Hardee's in Fort Smith, Rogers Avenue location, or in Sallisaw, Oklahoma. So you can get a bag full of those, take them to the office, be the hero, come have breakfast with us. We were talking about potatoes and hash rounds and hash browns earlier. You can just come have a mountain of them hash rounds with me on Friday. So we're giving away our football trip of a lifetime. We'll do that on Saturday, but Ty, it's about to wind down. We'll be at Hardee's on Friday with the Morning Rush.
Yep, it'll be a good time. Excited about it. Referenced Fernando Mendoza Jr. A little while ago, and just we're talking about going from a group of 5 or a lesser Power 4 conference to the SEC, the Big Ten. He's obviously going from the Big Ten, winning the national championship, winning the Heisman Trophy, to the Las Vegas Raiders. I had someone ask me the other day, will the Raiders ruin Fernando Mendoza like they have every other promising young talent? Mike Washington, former Razorback, also there as well. I did like his answer. He gets asked about practice and kind of early on in his career. Here's what he had to say about it.
And I believe overall it was a positive day. There were plays that I loved and plays that I wish I had back, but in reality, that's a lie. I wish I didn't have him back because it's a growing experience, and it's practice. It's practice, and this is what I love, and it's a beautiful day to play football here, and I'm so happy if so many things to learn from today.
Will he be the starting QB when the Chiefs roll in there for a football trip of a lifetime?
Wouldn't surprise. I mean, he's a smart guy. I mean, you don't go to Berkeley, with your Ivy League background, you know that.
With my Ivy
yes.
League, yeah, Harvard of the South, yes.
Harvard of the South.
University of Arkansas.
You went to, but
yep.
I mean, you don't just roll through there. Dummies don't go to Vanderbilt. These are smart people, and you got to be a smart guy that can absorb knowledge, absorb information, and regurgitate it, and you do that in a lot of ways as a football player.
Yep.
And as the quarterback, you can't be an idiot and do this stuff. You got to know how to study. So if you told me he was going to be a starting quarterback sooner rather than later in the NFL, wouldn't surprise me, because I think he's got it between the ears. And if you can navigate the Big Ten and you can navigate your team to a national championship, you're good enough athletic talent.
I also, Bojangles put out, Mike Washington had a 54-yard. We played that earlier this week. That was fun to see him succeed there, and hopefully he's getting some playing time as the second guy in the backfield of that room. I also think, like, his team, sometimes you put up with the quarterback because of his talent. Like, you just deal with the arrogance. You deal with him being a you-know-what, whether it's in the locker room, outside the football field, or whatever. I genuinely think, and I didn't know him at all at Berkeley, but I genuinely think that, like, part of the reason they won a national championship this past year is because his teammates loved playing with him. Was always
his teammates believed in him.
and believed in him. And that's something, like, when you think about, if we bring this back home to Arkansas and KJ Jackson and AJ Hill, whoever it is, I think it's going to be KJ, but can you convince, not to the level of Fernando Mendoza, but can you convince, whether it's your offensive teammates or the guys on the other side of the ball, get me the ball back, we're going to go down and win this game if you get me the ball back? Can you have that same mentality and that same level of trust from your teammates this upcoming season? To a lesser degree, obviously, but something to monitor for this football team this fall.
Yeah. Hey, lunch today, Art's Barbecue, Burgers, and More, be a great spot. I was telling you the other day, I'm going to tell you again about the Smokehouse Slab.
I went there yesterday and ate it.
Did you have it? All right.
Yes, it was really
You
good.
do the commercial. You tell me, because I thought it's one of the best things I've ever eaten at Art's.
Yes, after hearing you talk about it, I went there and got it.
We're talking about a true rib sandwich.
Yes,
not
got
one
Oprah.
that the big Golden Arches puts on. No. This is the real deal when it comes to a rib sandwich.
Very good. As good as advertised.
They take a third rack of ribs, remove the bones, and we're talking baby back ribs. They put their sauce on it, and they kind of make it tacky, but then they kind of get on the grill and tack that up a little bit, and then they put it on one of their house custom buns, raw white onion, tart green pickles, a little more sauce, and I'm telling you, it's a sandwich to die for. They call it the Smokehouse Slab. I just call it the rib sandwich. You call it whatever you want. I'd call it lunch today. Try that out. It's one of the many great things. And this is a limited, what do they call it, an LTO? This is a limited time offer. This is not going to last long at Arts. I am already lobbying Wade and Morgan and that crew to keep this on the menu full time. So I think it's that good. I don't know. I don't think I have that kind of sway or pull, but I'm reserving the right to order it even when it's not on the menu. It's the Smokehouse Slab. It's that good. It's endorsed by Big C as well. What would you give it on a scale of 1 to 10, Big C?
A 10.
A 10. It's that good. I agree.
10.
I'm not a big white onion on my sandwich, raw onion guy, but they are perfect on that sandwich.
But in this case,
you're perfect. I think I've just made my lunch plans today. The Smokehouse Slab, Arts Barbecue, 2 doors east of Lowe's in Fort Smith.
We were talking weather earlier. Darby Bybee texted in here in the Lewis Automotive Group hotline 4029. The summer of 2011 was the hottest summer on record in Fort Smith, dating back to the 1800s.
Yep.
Easily beating out anything from the Dust Bowl even. And in 1954 was actually 5th on the list.
Okay.
You heard you talking about that earlier and wanted to pass on that tidbit of information.
Well,
he doubts we'll be able to beat 2011 out on a record, but we might not be far off based on everything. How it's
I just
going.
remember my wife was fully pregnant in the summer of 2011. My daughter turned 15 yesterday. She gave birth in August, and I didn't even walk near the thermostat. I've just about paid off the electric bill from that summer. It was brutal. It was brutal. And I felt bad for her. And here's the thing, I feel bad for myself now. She still reminds me of how hot it was in 2011. So, Darby, I appreciate the note, but my wife could pretty much walk you through from July 4th to August 18th how hot it was each and every day. And I'd come home, and, man, she was just – I can't imagine being full with child in heat like that. But my grandfather always talked about – because my dad was born in 53. He always talked about the summer of 54. and how hot it was. So I think until that point, it was brutal too. But can you imagine having a summer like we're having this summer, or an 11 or 54? They didn't have central heat and air, folks.
Yeah.
You had an attic fan.
I thought
you had a damn attic fan. That's what you had.
I'm going to be honest. I thought, can you imagine what it was like while being pregnant? Because you were
Okay, imagine being pregnant with no air conditioning.
Yeah.
You didn't know what air conditioning even was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds horrendous.
Barely had a freezer in the kitchen. God almighty. How did anybody live back then? That's how soft we are today. We think we're tough. We think we're big. We ain't nothing.
I know I'm not tough.
Our grandparents and great-grandparents had it so much harder than us.
Mm-hmm.
We got it so easy today, and we think we got it tough. Oh, but social media puts a lot of pressure on you. Yeah, have no heat and air. Have no central air conditioning when it's 109 degrees. Sweat running in parts of your body you can't reach. No, thank you. Oh.
Animals nowadays have it better. Like dogs have it better than some of the humans back then.
Years ago, my mom had a doghouse that had a window unit in it.
Great point. What?
Yeah. They had labs. They had these big labs, and they had a window unit in their doghouse. But this is ridiculous.
So they would
These are the people that made me mow the yard when it was 119 degrees. You know.
Well, I think about
outside, which I'm a better man for it. But yeah, we get central heat, not window unit in the doghouse.
Our
ridiculous.
Our Trivia Tuesday yesterday was about Roadhouse, and I think about when Dalton walked, and I forget the the farmer's name who he rents from, and he's like, well, 20 people have seen this place, and not a one of them is taking it, and one of the things he mentioned is like there's no AC and stuff.
Yeah.
And Dalton's like, as he has and done and several times in that movie, he's like, I'll take it.
Yeah.
And he just opens up the windows and
air conditioning and the internet. I'm not sure which is the greater invention, but they're both maybe the greatest inventions since electricity.
Mm-hmm.
Next to tater tots. We talked about tater tots earlier, too. Hey, at Gaston's White River Resort, each and every one of their cabins fully air-conditioned, ready to go. They got about 80 private cabins and lodges. They've got some small spaces there that, hey, if you're just, I'm there to fish and don't care about anything else, and want something that's, more budget-friendly, they got that option. Hey, I'm bringing the whole family. We're doing the family reunion at Gaston's. They got those options. They can put 20 people under a roof. They can put multiple cabins side by side together that if you want to get your family together. They got the cul-de-sac down there with a house kind of on the upper end, the upriver side of the property. So lots of options when it comes to housing at Gaston's White River Resort. 870-431-5202 is their number. They can put the guides together for great fishing trips. They got a meeting facility that can hold over 100 for either family reunions, company meetings, business get-togethers, whatever. So they've got it all there, and plus the restaurant as well. 870-431-5202. Gaston's White River Resort. A first-class time every time.
Everybody's talking about Richard's Meat Market because that's my spot, and of course Richard and Chris have been around forever.
What's Your Beef Wednesday is brought to you by Richard's Country Meat Market in Fayetteville. Online at richardscountrymeatmarket.com.
I'll face with you, Ty.
Hey, Fort Smith, have you seen the all-new Bass Pro Shop outpost on Bass Pro Drive off Rogers Avenue? Step inside and check out the Pradco store within a store, where you can create something truly one of a kind. Pick from iconic lure shapes like the Booyah One Knocker or the Bandit 100, to name only a few. And have it custom autographed just the way you want it. It's fun, it's personal, and it's only at the brand new Bass Pro Outpost. Swing by today and make your own custom lure.
McDaniel drives around Richmond, but Billy recovers and blocks it out of bounds.
This is the Morning Rush.
Get state sales tax paid when you trade all this month at Rath Auto Resources. Just bring in your old car and make the switch to any one of our great road-ready certified pre-owned vehicles and get state sales tax paid when you trade. Our road-ready certified vehicles are inspected, reconditioned, and backed by comprehensive warranty. Combine that with our non-commissioned sales team and the nation's best lenders on standby, and you've got an award-winning, hassle-free way to get your next ride. Make the switch to road-ready certified and get state sales tax paid when you trade all this month at Rath Auto Resources. 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith.
Are you ready to indulge in an unforgettable fine dining experience? Then come join us at Uncorked, where every meal is a masterpiece, crafted with the finest ingredients to tantalize your taste buds. And with our extensive selection of cocktails, wine, craft beer, and bourbons, we've got something for everyone. So why not take a break from the ordinary and join us on Phoenix Avenue next to Sodi's? Come savor the moment with us at Uncorked, where every visit is a celebration.
The Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills. For a successful stint in the great outdoors, pack accordingly. Place heavy essentials near your spine for stability in rough terrain, with light items near the bottom. Now, you may be wondering, where does the Bush Light go? In your stomach. Head for the mountains. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2023, Anheuser-Busch, Bush Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Summer heat is on, but that means fall is not far away. Bow hunters, get into Gelco and check out the new bows, sights, arrows, and releases. Pick up a new back target and get ready for opening day. Saddle equipment and stands are now in stock. The summer sale is still underway with buy one, get one 50% off on select clothing. See the new shipment of local boy and girls clothing that's just arrived. Shop local, shop Gelco Outdoors. Work, fish, hunt. That's what we do. 4600 South Zero in Fort Smith. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group has immediate openings in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you're a licensed CDL driver, heavy equipment operator, electrician, diesel mechanic, have paving or concrete labor experience, or experience in a quarry, apply today at jobs.crh.com. APAC offers top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
Attention skilled craftsmen, Bath Makeover of Arkansas is hiring only the best that the natural state has to offer. If you're ready for your next big opportunity to have steady work and better pay, Bath Makeover of Arkansas is ready to talk to you. Bath Makeover is looking for plumbers, electricians, bathroom installers, and project managers to help us keep up with high demand. Bath Makeover is growing our commercial division as well, with the ability to now install over 100 bathrooms a month. Bath Makeover can knock out multi-unit projects quickly, easily 10 bathrooms at a time in a single week at hotels, apartments, and government housing all across Arkansas. Bath Makeover of Arkansas is looking for only experienced and qualified skilled craftsmen to join our talented team. To learn more about the job opportunities at Bath Makeover of Arkansas, visit bathmakeoverar.com. That's bathmakeoverar.com. Plumbers, electricians, bathroom installers, and project managers, visit bathmakeoverar.com. That's bathmakeoverar.com.
Dozy Place has been serving award-winning steaks for over 20 years, and now they're offering smoked prime rib on the weekends. It's a limited supply, so get your reservations in early. Try one of their delicious appetizers or your choice of drinks from the area's largest selection of wine, beer, and liquor. Dozy Place open Tuesday through Thursday 5 to 9 and Friday and Saturday 5 till 10. Reservations are recommended. Follow them on Facebook for more upcoming features and events. Call 479-784-9111 for Dozy Place, 422 North 3rd Street in Fort Smith.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3. It's the summer event takeover at Lewis Automotive with sizzling deals and endless adventures. Lewis Automotive, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 80 years and home of the Lewis Guarantee.
Fantasy football punishment idea for your league this year? The 5K Not So Fun Run. The loser of the league must be dropped off 5 kilometers from everyone's favorite bar. The other 9 members are going to take the loser's credit card and they get to drink for free on their tab for as long as it takes the loser to get from that point to the bar.
What do you think about that punishment?
That could do two things. A, get you in shape.
Yeah.
Physically. And B, it could be costly.
What do you think? A 5K is what, 3.2?
3.2 miles.
3.2. What do you think?
Roughly.
If you get dropped off somewhere, you think you could be there and to the bar in 30 minutes or less?
30 would no, not 30.
How many would you need?
Oh, I'm going to need probably more like 42 to 40. I'm going to need 40 to 42 minutes now.
Fastest 5K I run was sub 25, but that was
I think 28 or 9 was best I ever did, but that was 40 pounds ago.
Oh, five more minutes. That could be a lot depending on how many shots or whatever that they're buying. Big C, how long?
Bring that Pappy's from the back room out here. Oh, that could get
take me
pricey.
an hour.
An hour? No, it
no.
wouldn't.
All right.
You think it would take an hour?
You can walk a mile and at a brisk pace, 15 minutes a mile.
Yeah.
4 miles an hour.
That could be dangerous.
No, you could do it. You could walk it. Never break into a jog and do it under an hour.
Back to the Roadhouse conversation we were having earlier. Jay from Greenwood texted in, if you haven't seen the new Roadhouse with Jake Gyllenhaal, I think you guys would like it, or at least I enjoyed it. I watched it. It's nowhere near Patrick Swayze, Sam Elliott, and the job that movie crew and they all did. I'm not a huge fan. Only really remake I thoroughly enjoyed, like I'm talking awesome, great job, was Top Gun Maverick. Other than that, it's just they're all just kind of either remakes or sequels 20, 30 years later, 40 years later, just nowhere near as good.
No, you're right. Hey, it's been a What's Your Beef Wednesday brought to you by Richard's Country Meat Market. 443-0000 is their number. Everything you need to get on the grill, all the sides, they can do everything for you. Mention seafood as well. We did a shrimp boil the other night. Richard's got the big shrimp that you need. They got the raw, and they also got the ones they've steamed and boiled as well. So potatoes, corn, all that stuff that goes along with it. Richard's Country Meat Market online at richardscountrymeatmarket.com.
All right, that's going to do it for us here on the Morning Rush. Coming up, halftime, Alyssa Orange, Matt Jones, Colton Little all in the way, followed by Ruskin and Zach. We'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m.
At United Federal Credit Union, our checking accounts meet you where you are. Free checking gives you everything you need with no strings attached. Safe Spend lets you set debit card limits for the whole family. And Ultra Checking rewards higher